And we're on. Okay, guys. Eric Zohar Tactical. Thank you for joining us. And I figured it's going to be snowing outside, so we're going to enjoy the snow indoors. And let's put something together for you guys so you guys can take the time into building your own first aid stop the bleed emergency kit you can throw in a backpack, in your everyday carry bag, in your child's bag, in your wife's bag, however you want, wherever you want. Throw them everywhere, and they are protected, not going to get damaged. And for that, we're going to need few items. And the main item we're going to need is a food saver. A food saver, something that you can buy anywhere, that seals bags. Okay, they have them on, I'm not sponsored by anybody, I don't want to throw names out there, but you can buy food savers everywhere. They're not that expensive. They come with bags, okay, and you can go ahead and prep yourself a kit that looks like this. In this kit right here, as you're looking at, okay, you have everything you need for a stop the bleed incident for an individual, okay? For any first aid conditions. The scissors are on the outside, and I'll show you how that is taped up last. So let's make this bag. Let's make this kit. Now this kit is compacted. It's vacuum sealed. It's secured. I can throw it anywhere, and everything is protected. Nothing will be damaged or deteriorate over time. It's going to last forever. Okay, what do we have in this kit? So we'll focus on what we want to have in a stop the bleed kit, which is very, very important. And the first item is obviously a tourniquet. Okay, a good cat tourniquet. I don't care what company you use, just get a good quality tourniquet. It is very important that you get a good quality tourniquet. Okay, I like the cat tourniquets. They work well and they are reliable. So get one, get two, get few. It doesn't matter. I have them thrown everywhere. In my visor, in my truck, in my backpack, on myself, every day, all day. I have them. Okay? A quick clot, a combat gauze. These are very important things that you need for your stop the bleed kit. So these are very critical. An Israeli bandage, compression bandage. And it is very important when you put your kit together, you actually learn how to use these items, how to apply them, how to use them. So taking a class is very, very important. I highly recommend. So I'm just doing this short video for you guys, and you can do anything with that as far as putting it together, and you can put whatever you want in that little pack, which is going to end up looking like this, okay? And you can throw it in the backpack and nothing will happen to it. So we have our combat gauze, we have a tourniquet, we have the Israeli bandage. I do want to deal with stop the bleed and other issues. So we want to protect, so we want to have some gauze, different options and sizes of gauze that you can have, okay? 4x4, this is a 5x9 chest seal for entry and exit wounds, very, very important, chest seal. This roll of gauze, okay, very important. You can throw some band-aids, just a few band-aids to have, okay. Triangular bandage, that could be used for splinting, it could be used for slinging, for securing a limb, anything that's broken, that can help you. So this is a triangular bandage, okay, very important. An emergency mylar blanket can be used for many different purposes, okay? And this is usually used to keep a patient, a victim, not losing heat, not so much, not losing heat, okay? His own body heat, whatever is left, to make sure that that heat stays within the body, okay? Some alcohol pads for cleaning. You can put liquid IV for emergencies in that pack. Burn gel packets for slight burns to prevent infection and to soothe the wounds. Maybe Tylenol packets, Benadryl, medical tape, scissors, okay? You don't have to buy anything expensive, just something to get through the clothing, and gloves. I like to keep at least 2 sets of gloves, large, and bright colors are very important. Why bright? Because bright will show you blood if you are actually palpating and feeling for wounds or on a patient in the dark. If you're going to wear black gloves, they are cool, but they're not going to show you blood. If you have bright gloves, you'll be able to see blood as you are looking for the wounds. So this is very important. So putting this kit together, it is very simple. Once you have gathered all your items and you have your vacuum sealer prepared with a bag, let's pack it, okay? So what I want to do is I want to layer the items in this bag. I want to layer them organized, flat, compact as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and take the chest seal, which is kind of nice and flat. Take the gauze, lay it on top. Gauze, bandages, all that good stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the bag all the way. At the bottom of the bag, right on top of it, I'm going to go ahead and lay the combat gauze, quick clot, okay, with the clotting agent, the mylar blanket, emergency blanket for many uses, triangular bandage, okay, make sure I insert that in the pack so things are nice and flat all the way to the bottom. And now I'm going to go ahead with the larger items. We're going to go ahead and insert the tourniquet. Let's lay it down so everything is as flat as we can at the bottom. Just a little bit of manipulating the items so they're flat. Let's go ahead and put the flat small items like the alcohol pads, Tylenol, Benadryl for emergencies, burn gel. You can come up with whatever else you need to pack in here. You can go ahead and throw it in there just for an emergency. You can put water purification tablets if you want and create that kit, or do it for just purpose, for a certain purpose. This is just a general EMS emergency first aid kind of thing. Maybe liquid IV, a couple of packs of liquid IV. You have water, and you can go ahead and do that. So let's pack that in there. Once everything is down at the bottom, the last thing, we are almost there. Let me go ahead and get the gauze. The thickest thing is the Israeli bandage. This is a 4-inch Israeli bandage. So if it's a small carry, 4 inches is fine. And the next thing I'm going to do is bunch up my gloves. I take 2 sets of gloves because one always rips for some reason. Okay? Or if somebody else needs it, I have it. Tuck it all in. It's all in here. I'm going to put a roll of tape right at the bottom. The medical scissors, these I leave on the outside. I don't put them in the bag so they don't puncture and rip the bag. Once I have everything nicely packed, okay, the most important thing I'm going to package it for you guys, is our tactical patch. Let's throw this patch right there, right in the back, face out, and look at that. We are moving on to to packing this and sealing this and see how it looks. Make sure everything is tucked in. And we're going to go ahead and use the vacuum, the food saver. So there's a method to this. I'm going to open the lid. I'm going to set this inside and I'm going to close it and let the vacuum do its thing. Once everything is inside, I'm going to close it, lock it, get my green light, and begin suction and sealing. Sorry for my hand there. I just wanted to lower it for you. Once this is all sealed, we'll get the green light. Once everything is sealed, I am going to make sure the bag is sealed. Let it do its thing. I'm gonna get a green light on the machine, and we got a green light. We'll open this. So it took all the air out of the bag. As you can see, everything is nicely packed here. You can trim a little bit the end so it's not too much. So you can do that. And right above the seam where you sealed it. And the best way, let me set this camera back up again, and I'm sorry about my hand because I'm not a professional here yet. Here is your first aid, stop the bleed kit that you can throw in the backpack. The next thing that you can do is right up on the top, below the seam where it's sealed, you can go ahead and make little cuts right up on the top, but not all the way in. Where it's sealed, right at the end, you can do it on either side. So if you wanted to rip it and get to something, it's going to rip completely and everything will just come right out, available to work. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to secure these medical scissors right to the top with just some tape. More medical tape, just very easy to rip. Put a couple of pieces of tape right here. You can go all around. This way it doesn't go anywhere. Throw it in the backpack. I have everything I need here, okay, for emergencies. It's small, it's compact, it's not that, it doesn't take much room now, and it's also protecting all the items inside so they don't get damaged. This is how you prepare a little kit, okay? And you can literally choose what you want to put in them. Whether you want to make it only a stop the bleed kit with more items for stop the bleed, where you want to make it a boo-boo kit, or clothing, socks, underwear, a sweatshirt, something that you want to throw in your backpack, but you want it to be protected and not get wet or damaged. Throw it in a bag. Use a vacuum sealer from Costco, Amazon, wherever you want, get it, and then create yourself a pack like this. That's how simple that is. and you have everything you need immediately, and it's at the bottom of your backpack, and it doesn't take much room. You can put it in any compartment, okay? And you're good to go. That's how you prepare yourself a little medical kit. I hope this video will help you in being creative and help you in preparing for emergencies. I know that we always think about we got to have a firearm, we got to have our weapons in place and self-defense, but guess what, guys? The first thing we want to have really is some first aid and stop the bleed skills and the tools to do the job. And having this with me, having these items with me in my backpack, it's probably the most useful and important thing that you must have, okay? To help somebody, help yourself in case of an emergency. And I can just right now put it in my wife's backpack purse. She wouldn't know it's there until I tell her it's there because it's so small and compact. And when she needs it, she has a little emergency kit. That's how you make an emergency kit with a food saver, protecting it. And here it is. I hope you enjoyed this short video. I hope it wasn't that long. And I hope it's helpful for you guys. Peace out. Please consider following, subscribing Blacktop Recon on YouTube. Follow us on social media, Instagram, and Facebook, and Zor Tactical. Okay, check out those two pages and go ahead and subscribe. I will talk to you soon. Peace out, guys. You have a nice day, and I hope you survive the storm.